In the co-main event between Thug Rose Namajunas and the Karate Hottie Michelle Waterson, Namajunas did surprisingly well to me. I thought that this was going to be a fight where both of them were pretty similar in skill set, both on the feet and on the ground. But Rose was able to do a lot better than I expected when this fight just got going. So it started off, they kind of had a couple decent exchanges on the feet. Waterson caught her in a head and arm throw, but wasn't completely secure with it. So as she was getting to the ground, before Namajunas even hit the ground, she knew she was going down, so she was making some adjustments so she can kind of get behind Michelle Waterson. Was able to do so, got a hook in, and just eventually was able to squirm her way to the back. And then from there, had a lot of attempts from the back, but once she got back on top, even with Waterson looking for some submissions from her guard, she wasn't able to do much. And Namajunas not only controlled her, but was able to land a lot of really good ground and pound. Second round starts fairly similar. They're going back and forth on the feet. Namajunas lands a huge head kick, and then from there, is just able to keep going after Waterson on the ground. Lands a lot of other really strong ground and pound, and before you know it, has her in a rear naked choke. And it was almost reminiscent of the Damian Maia versus Rick Story fight in a way, where when the choke was first on, you can kind of see some blood squirting out of Michelle Waterson's nose, but eventually she tapped, and Namajunas got the finish, and it sounds as though she will be getting the next title shot, whether that's going to be against Jessica Andrade or Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And as far as whether or not I believe that, it's tough to say. I think Joanna should win the fight, and if Joanna is still the champion, then Rose should get the title shot. But if Andrade wins, I think Joanna's probably still in a position now where she's had the belt long enough that unless it's just a devastating loss and she needs time to recover, like from injury, or whether it's kind of like your Ronda Rousey situation where she just wants to walk away, you kind of have to do that rematch. But either way, really big win for Rose. She's shown a lot of improvements in her game. I think there's still some room to tighten some stuff up, but you can definitely tell that she's getting better every time she fights. And whether or not she's ready for Joanna at this point, I would say no. I don't know that her takedowns are to the point where she's going to be able to get Joanna down. And if she has to fight stand-up only versus Joanna, she can have her moment. She definitely, obviously she kicks hard and she's pretty good about using her range, but Joanna is just at a different level there. So if it ends up having to be a 5-round fight on the feet, as much as she's improved, I don't think she's quite ready to win the title against Joanna. But either way, big win for her. As far as Michelle Waterson goes, you'd probably still have to say she's the best 105-pound fighter in the world in the women's divisions, but it's tough to take a loss like that to a girl like Rose Namajunas. I don't know that it really diminishes Waterson anymore. I think you still have to consider her top 5, if not right around the top 5, top 6 even. She's still one of the best fighters in that division. You figure the more she trains, the better her technique gets, the better off she'll be too. She's going to be a lot of trouble for a lot of girls in that division. And just the more she can clean her game up, the better off she'll be. But hopefully if the UFC institutes a 125-pound division at some point soon, and Dana keeps saying no, but again, with the way that WME has been, the way that they've been trying to throw belts at everybody, it doesn't make sense for them not to have an actual belt at 125. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that in the next year or two. And at that point, if some of the top contenders move out, you could see Waterson slipping back into the title picture, maybe even getting a title shot at some point in the next couple of years.